The $10 million settlement that the Liberals gave to Omar Khadr was heinous. But what if I told you 5 times that amount of Canadian taxpayer money is funding the indoctrination of child terrorists? For the second year in a row, the federal government has pledged $25 million to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian refugees. The former Conservative government had put a stop to that in 2010, by the way. There's a lot more to this agency that advocates for humanitarian relief in the form of food, medicine, and social services for Palestinian refugees on the surface than meets the eye. Those Palestinians receiving relief include Hamas, the terrorist group that controls the Gaza Strip and wants to destroy Israel. And as Araf Romarowski outlines here, the agency's definition of what a refugee is continues to be expanded upon, which means the number of official Palestinian refugees has grown astronomically. And now the agency has become both prosperous and an integral part of the West Bank and Gaza, where it's the largest employer and functions to promote Palestinian nationalism. In other words, it actually relies on this so-called refugee crisis to exist. Investigative researcher David Badine also shows that Hamas has had its hands on the agency's funds since the 1980s and uses money from its operating budget of about $1.2 billion US a year, courtesy of taxpayers across the globe. Actually, Palestinians have received around $25 billion in aid in the last 20 years, and that goes to fund things like summer camps to train child terrorists. In fact, Hamas brags about the students they train coming from schools the agency runs. And in 2007, the Palestinian Authority promised 40% of total international pledges alone to Hamas, resulting in $3.1 billion out of the $7.4 billion total for that year, ending up with the terrorist group. But these agency-funded terror training camps aren't all Hamas runs. They also control UNRWA employee and teachers unions. This report from UN Watch documents over 40 new cases of UN teachers in Gaza and other countries posting content on Facebook that incites jihadist terror and propagates anti-Semitism. Some of the examples from teachers in Gaza include Iman Bader glorifying a terrorist that stabbed 13 people on a crowded bus in Tel Aviv. And then there's Islam Keifaha posting a cartoon celebrating the killing and ransoming of an Israeli soldier, along with Iman Shamala glorifying a knife attack with another posted cartoon. Yes, these are your tax dollars at work. So while some kids in Western society's biggest struggle in school is tackling fractions, the kids in Gaza are being taught to hate and murder. But don't worry, everyone. The Department of Global Affairs assures us that this $50 million funding is being reinitiated with strict oversight, frequent visits, and rigorous screening on behalf of the federal government. Do they really believe that they can get these terrorists to stop using UN schools in the region to fire weapons at Israeli civilians? This is all just so appalling. These children deserve a proper education free of Hamas-controlled indoctrination that includes terror training. But instead of truly helping Palestinians get out from under a group of terrorists so that they can develop basic skills that can help them become more successful in life, Trudeau continues to throw money at these terrorists through this agency despite that. What's more is that we all know this UN agency funds terror, but our government remains silent about it. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked that story, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of the news that you're not going to find anywhere else.